Alrighty, how you going? I hope your week is off to an awesome start. We are looking at some more Australian muscle car action today, although a little bit of Australian muscle car race car in the form of a 1971 Ford GT Falcon. That's the title of this one. Australia versus America. Fun to have a little bit of a rivalry sometimes when it comes to racing in the form of, you know, Camaros and Mustangs from the U.S. versus some of these Aussie muscle cars. I think it's pretty fun. So you take all those and you pit them against each other at a beautiful track, an awesome track like Phillip Island, of course, in Australia. And I think it's just going to be a fun time. This is, of course, from Glen Everett. Although the driver of this car says that it was Aussie race driver Darren Smith. So anyway, this will be linked in the description down below. We probably won't watch the whole thing, but if you want to watch the whole thing and of course browse that awesome channel, it will be linked in the description down below. Please do that. Let's go ahead and buckle up and strap right in. Here we go. I love these starts, the standing starts. Ooh. All right, the Camaro's taking off hella fast. And the Mustangs. Ooh. Yeah, this is a good mix. Little bit of Australia versus U.S. for the muscle car crown, at least on this day at Phillip Island. What an awesome track, by the way. Would love to take a lap there in real life. I cannot tell you how fun this car looks to drive. We have seen in-cars from Ford Falcons, by the way, especially like literally this era, 1971. Yeah, these things are a dream, dude. It's just a freaking awesome car. Great interior, great view out the hood, of course, and just an incredible sound. You know, the manual transmission. This thing's a beast. But it'll be fun to see it stack up against some other Aussie muscle cars as well as some Camaros and Mustangs from, you know, more so the U.S. So God, that thing sounds glorious. And really, I know most of you probably already know this, but pay attention to this track. It's a very satisfying track to watch, especially from in-cars. Lots of, you know, dips like that, and then these, I don't know, something about the turns there. You know, you have a lot of room, some big windy turns, but it just looks fun. You can really stretch the car out on this track. But you can also make some mistakes, too, when you have some long, sweeping turns like this as you're accelerating. It's just a good one. It really is. Really get some speed going on this, on that front stretch, though. I'll be interested to see if he can start. I mean, he's obviously going to catch this pack of cars, but then to see him actually weave through them, that I'll be hella impressed. Ooh. Okay, we got a Camaro early break-in. That yellow Camaro's awesome ahead of him. Thing is fast on exit, that Camaro. He's going to be tough to catch. Damn, this Ford sounds incredible, dude. And this is like kind of, you know, not the best audio, right? Because it's from a while ago. You can just still hear the raw sounds of this thing. He is catching this Camaro. Holy smokes. Dang, dude. Ooh, look at the Mustang getting swirly up there. That car's a handful. It really is. Ooh, even our Ford Falcon camper car here. This guy's having to work it. This is where I knew he would catch up on the straight. Look at the speed of this thing, man. He not only is going to pass that Camaro, he was reeling in that Mustang for sure. Oh my God, this Ford Falcon GT. I don't know the exact model and engine and mods and stuff, but we can conclude that this thing is hella capable. This thing's a beast. Ooh, saw some smoke up there from some car. He's gonna pass this Mustang by the end of the lap, right? 100%. 100%. He's got him. He's got him already. He's just got to make his move. How freaking badass does this thing sound, and how freaking cool is it to see this thing on corner exit get a little bit loose, because he just starts nailing it, and he knows what he's doing for sure. He knows that it's going to spin a little bit, but he's got it enough to where he could control it and then straighten it out, and he's got it kind of slingshotting out of that wheel spin, out of that turn onto, you know, the straightaway. It's just so fun to watch. You know this thing is a blast. 10 out of 10 to drive, right? Oh my God, I freaking love it, dude. Oh man, those downshifts though. He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him up here, I think. Okay, short shifted there. Definitely what I would have done as well. So he can come out. He's got the power. He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him on the straight, dude. Watch this. I can feel it. Get him. Will the Mustang hold its position? Oh my God, I'm shocked. Ooh, look at the top end. Mustang started braking a little early, perhaps. And this Falcon holds the turn. What an impressive move. Great driver, of course, great car as well. That Mustang held its own on the straightaway. Let's get real. But he made a smooth move right there for the pass. Damn, that was awesome. There's still way more of this that you can watch. I'm going to go ahead and cut it there. We're going to look up, see if we can find this thing real quick. By the way, looking at the description, which I probably should have done earlier, this was a 351 Cleveland-powered historic road racing car. Of course, this being a 71 XY GTHO Falcon. Iconic Australian muscle car. Very valuable car, you know, and a proven car. This thing was a beast right when it was new. And I even love, like, the comments, right? Someone said, well, this just made my day finding this. I could watch this all day. Sorry, the new SuperThanks stuff, but this is racing. This is what it's all about. Working the clutch and the H-pattern box. Absolutely love it. And you know what? I gotta agree, man. There is something different about this. I do believe that racing could come in many different forms, and you know, there's so many newer racing series that is crazy for different reasons, but it is different, right? And there is something raw, and it takes a lot of bravery, a lot of courage, a lot of talent to man a older car like this. You know, no driving aids, no electronics, no DRS, none of that stuff. This thing is the real deal. When you are, it's kind of like you versus the car, and then both of you versus the rest of the pack and the track. I mean, this is a whole experience for sure, but it's got to be super fun and very rewarding as well. Another person mentioned, I'm here in Kansas, course, the U.S. state of Kansas, in the middle of the USA, and I know every inch of the Phillips Island track. Just love the flow of this track, especially the charge downhill between turns 2 and 4. What I would do to drive around it in real life with a Howling V8. That's cool. That is awesome to see other Americans aware of somewhere like Phillip Island, of course, in Australia, and just Australian motorsports. Of course, I very much missed out on it growing up and into my adulthood, and I just didn't get exposed to it. I didn't really have an idea of it. And like you've heard me say before, seeing the Australian motorsports scene and Australian muscle car scene and all that jazz on this channel over the last, few years, it has been a delight, man. Australian motorsports are next freaking level. So again, I feel like this was kind of like a classic nod to some of my OG videos. I loved learning about stuff like this, and there's so much more of this stuff that I haven't seen, and I know they're a lot more, rare these days than they were back in 2021, 2022, but I tell you what, this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite series ever on this channel, looking at some old Australian motorsport clips and, of course, old Australian muscle cars on the track and stuff. It's just so satisfying. It's right up my alley. I freaking love it, dude. And this one was no different. This was absolutely awesome. If you are newer here, I have tons and tons of stuff like this, albeit I'm a little embarrassed about the production quality, but I do have a lot of older videos on stuff like this, so make sure to browse through some older videos in the channel if you want to see some stuff like that. I do appreciate you being here, and hope to see you in the next one. And at the end of the day, I think when it comes to America versus Australia with the muscle cars, man, it's a win-win, right? I think it's just fun to entertain the rivalry a little bit, but in reality, man, they're all awesome. You could throw a great driver in either of any of the cars from either country, and they're going to be able to whip it around fast, right? So instead of really picking a winner there, I think the winner would be anyone that just gets to experience this, gets to go to these races and see it and have a great time, or even more so, for the drivers driving these. This has got to be awesome. I would drive either one of these old Camaros from the US, one of these old Falcons from from Australia. Sign me up either way. It would be a win just sitting in that thing. But with that being said, y'all, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, we'll catch you later.